Hello, it's me, LH Music. Welcome to my political life video blog. And why? Because it pays to me, I be nice to people, so who knows. Anyways, glad you're here. I know. That's right. Tell me, where were you, LH Music? Because I was taking 4 days off. 4 days off last Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and yesterday. Because I gotta give it some time off, so who knows. So it should be fun. So who knows, can be civilized about this one, so who knows. Anyways, oh yeah, guess what? Here's my purpose of the you know who, Bill O'Reilly. Yeah, that's why Fox News tried to fire Bill O'Reilly at a time like this. You know, thanks to Maxine Waters, Kirsten Powers, and so as you guessed it, Al Sharpton and Media Matters does stupid things like this. And I don't like that. And give one good reason why, because you know, just remember that as I said last Saturday on my television show about you guessed it on my television show. And I'll show you this. This is what happens. Look, this is what happens. Yeah, Fox News suddenly has a big chair to fill in. So who's gonna be filling in for Bill O'Reilly? Shoes on Fox News channel? Yeah, I guessed it. Tucker Carlson. Yes, that might be fun for him. So who knows? And you know, Bill O'Reilly's on vacation with in Italy with the Pope, and it's just amazing. So it's gonna be huge. But here's the thing: tomorrow, Bill O'Reilly's back on the airwaves tomorrow on his podcast. It's called Monday, the No Spin News. because was letting go for his longtime employer Fox News, because he has a big announcement. He's coming to the airwaves on his podcast for this week, and that's why he potentially searches for a new television network to host his show, and that is a website, BillO'Reilly.com. That's why he'll be hosting a podcast beginning tomorrow. Wow. It's called the No Spin News. Because, you know, this is gonna believe my eyes and ears. Because it reads a banner placed front and center on O'Reilly's website. Yeah, that's his website, so that should be fun for now. It should be fun, because what's a no spin? I'll tell you what no spin is. It's played on words, referencing the phrase O'Reilly uses for, you guessed it, his highly successful 8 o'clock show. That's why he begins each episode by telling the viewers, caution, it says you're about to enter the no spin zone. Well, that's good for Bill O'Reilly. Now, here's the problem. O'Reilly was being let go by Fox last week. After this New York Times investigation that O'Reilly had to pay 5 different women who previously worked for him or at Fox a total of $13 million in exchange for not pursuing litigation or talking publicly about their allegations that O'Reilly sexually harassed them. Harassed them. Because Bill O'Reilly's not his fault. And just remember, I said on my radio show that I blasted Maxine Waters, and so is Kirsten Powers, and the other one is Al Sharpton, and the other one's, you guessed it, Media Matters last week on my radio show. And why? Because the Maxine Waters and Kristen Powers and Al Sharpton and those no good for nothing progressive media buffoons, media matters are, yeah, liberal smurfs. That's what I just said on my television show last Saturday. That's what I just said yesterday on my television show on Fox. Because you know why? Because they're no good for nothing liberal smurfs. And now, who knows? I know I try to use the term word smurfs. It's a cartoon. Cartoon. Just imagine cartoon characters. Yeah, little blue characters. Just like you're watching, you guessed it, just like you're watching cartoons on a Saturday morning. Oh boy, just remember I watching this. I'm not, but in the meantime, those days are over. I'm not going to watch Smurfs ever again. You know what I'm saying. But I'm calling the liberal Smurfs. That's right, the liberal Smurfs. This is what they get. This is what they want about this free speech thing. Yeah, the First Amendment. Because you know why? Those no government try to silence us conservatives. Let me just put this in rain for you. Because why? Because I said so in the first place. Because when it announced it that he's on vacation in Italy, and that's why the same day he just met Pope Francis. Francis. And at the end of this one, and now you know. And you know why? Because just remember, just remember that that's why I tell stories on that's why I tell stories on accordingtoblaze.com and so is Fox News. But what about the liberal media bias pressure people buffoons inside their newspapers? Yeah, right. But here's the thing you don't want to know about this. About this one. Just like it just reported last week. You know why? Because you know why? Because here's why. Because quote this. It says we like to address questions about Bill O'Reilly's departure, or should I say future at Fox News, because everybody knows that thorough and careful reviews, allegations against him. What about the company? And Bill O'Reilly agreed that he will not return. And that's why his departure. Yeah, you know what I'm saying. Thanks to Rupert Murdoch and his sons at 20th Century Fox partnership. And you know why? Because I'll tell you one thing is, it's spreading rumors. Whether or not he would return on the network for the last minute. And now what happens? Because now Fox, who had recently re-upped his contract, Will Fox, will reported receive a $25 million payout. And I know it's going to be huge. Because O'Reilly's on Fox, The O'Reilly Factor airs last Thursday and Friday nights without Bill O'Reilly, because thanks to Dana Perino and Greg Gutfeld has anchored the last final episodes of The Factor. Because here's why. The O'Reilly Factor has 4 million viewers each night, making the highest rated cable news network. Number one over 16 years. So, that's why. Because O'Reilly's departure from Fox News also juggled with his primetime lineup such as Eric Boylan giving his 5 o'clock show just before a special report in the first 100 days with Martha McCallum. Now, Tucker Carlson filling in for Bill O'Reilly's shoes and is moving to 8 o'clock. His show, Tucker Carlson Tonight. And what about the 5? As far as we're concerned, yes. Starts at 9. So here's one. Here's the bottom line. It's very unclear when O'Reilly plans to do beyond his podcast. And that's why he believes that it was being interest in hosting a television show. And why? Because O'Reilly has not made any public comments about the future, just beyond brief statement after Fox fired O'Reilly. And it potentials network suitors like, you guessed it, Newsmax, One American News Network, one of my favorites, The Blaze, and Sinclair Broadcasting. So here's your worst nightmare. Here's a question from you. What I need to know, what do you think about Bill O'Reilly should join a TV network to restart a show? Either yes or no. Yes or no. According to this, you guessed it, 87 says yes. What about 13%? No, says no. Oh, really? Too bad. Guess what? 87 says, the 87% says yes. So now, it's going to be huge. That's all I can say. Who knows? And now, you know the rest of the story about this one. Because the moral of this political life story is this. Because knowing that Maxine Waters is up to no good. What about Kirsten Powers? Yeah, so is Al Sharpton and Media Matters. They don't seem to care. They don't even care. Guess what? These 4 liberal, idiotic smurfs has another thing coming. And you know why? Kirsten Powers, Maxine Waters, Al Sharpton, and your progressive media idiotic group, Media Matters, need to apologize. Because Bill O'Reilly apologizes. And he is forgiven. You need to wake the hell up from now on. And it's all your fault. All your faults. Bill O'Reilly, I wish you good luck. And keep on doing what you gotta do. And don't even listen. And Bill, one more thing. Don't listen to Maxine Waters and the rest of liberal idiotic smurfs. You know why? They could trap you for life. Just remember that as well. So, what can I say? So, like I said, Bill O'Reilly, good luck on your podcast, whatever you do. And I hope you join this TV network like Newsmax or the Blaze television network or wherever you do. Because you're a conservative hero and you know it as well. Until that, that's my political life video blog story. And you know why? Because I'm sticking to it completely. That's all, folks.